Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenn Anime Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 The Sith Lords. I'm your host Lord Fenn. In this Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 build video, we're building up Handmaiden Dark Side build. Yep, that's correct. We're making a Dark Side version of her. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 builds like this. Do not forget to hit that notification bell to be updated more. Here are the pros and cons of this build. Pros. Yeah, her melee attacks is devastating, especially with the right upgrades. Definitely with some feats. Now, another thing she's great as dark side powers. That's offensive, and the entire fear line. Now, another thing she is also good at is dual wielding. Yeah, she can do a lot of damage there as well. Now, cons is your offensive force ability. Since effects is a strength build, it's not going to be higher than a Jedi KotOR or so. And you have to put some serious work in Handmaiden, so this way she gets to the dark side of the Force, not the light side. I'm going to go ahead and level up Handmaiden at this very time. Now it's time to level up Handmaiden from level 7 to 10, so for influence gains for this build, yeah, it's going to be the combat ones and some dialogue. Nothing outside the city or anything like that. So for skills, we'll put points in awareness, 1 point. As for feats, there's a lot of feats for soldiers, so we'll take full advantage of that. So let's see here. Let's do is regenerate vitality points. That's great. So in between battles, we'll get her some hit points up. That's about it for this level. Now, Handmaiden is level 8. Every level's a 4. You get yourself a free attribute point. It's no different for Handmaiden. So let's go ahead and do this. First of all, we're going to get her Constitution to 18. So this way she wears all those implants. As for skills, we're going to do is awareness. That's the only thing we could do. Feats. We get some feats. So what we're going to do is Master 2 Weapon Fighting. Now, this does is for the penalty, it'll be -2, -2. If you have an offhand weapon, main hand will be 0. Still -2 on the offhand, which is good. Now, Handmaiden is going to be character level 9 as a soldier, so let's go ahead and get her that. Shouldn't be too hard. Skills, awareness, that's the only thing we could do. Yeah. So as for feats, let's see here. We get to pick some feats out. Now, Master Toughness, this gives you 1 extra vitality point. It's all retroactive, so if you take it at 20, for instance, then you get 40 vitality points total for free, which is good. Now we'll get Handmaiden to level 10, so we're almost done with 7 to 10. Very easy level set. So skills, awareness, that's the only thing we could do for her. That's all right. As for feats, ignore our specialist. Yeah, that's nothing. So now we're going to go ahead and select, let's see here, I'm just trying to look real quick. And I'm going to do is Master Power Attack plus 12 damage, -2 attack rolls, and you can do a pushback, which is good. That's about it for this level for Handmaiden. Now this next section is level 11 and 16 for a soldier. You might have to store some levels, but talk to Handmaiden once in a while, so this way you'll get some influence. So for skills, awareness. As for feats, we'll ignore the melee strike. Yeah, that's for just unarmed fighting. We're not doing this with this build. So for Handmaiden, we're going to go ahead and let's see here. Flurry. So this does is extra attack, however, -2 defense and minus attack rolls as well. So we'll definitely go ahead and do that line, and that should be it for this level. Now Handmaiden is going to be level 12, so every level's a 4. You get yourself a free attribute point. So let's go ahead and get her that. So let's pump that up to Constitution 16. We're going to get 18, so she wears all those implants and have those nice strength up there, and definitely dex as well. Let's see here. Awareness, that's the only thing we could do. As for feats, let's go ahead and select Improve Flurry. So you get -1 defense, -2 penalty to attack rolls. The last one was -4, but it improves every time you go through the feat tree. Now, Handmaiden is going to be soldier level 13, so good idea to get those levels up. So let's go ahead and do that. Awareness, let's get that. As for feats, Master Flurry, she gets an extra attack, no penalties at all. So this is a great thing. Now we get Handmaiden to character level 14 as a soldier, so this last few levels as a soldier class. So let's go ahead and do it. Awareness, let's do this, and that's good. Now, as for feats itself, unarmed specialist, that's another build. Now, let's see here, some good choices we could make. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and do is, okay, improve conditionings, that's +2 on all save throws. Very important for Handmaiden, so let's go ahead and select that, and there you go. Now, Handmaiden is going to be level 15 as a soldier, so this is good news. We're getting closer to level 16, our goal for the soldier class. Awareness, let's go ahead and select that. As for feats itself, let's do Master Conditioning. Now she has +3 bonus to all save throws. This is really important, so her save throws are already up there. Her toughness is up there. So this way we're ready to become a Jedi Guardian. Now, Handmaiden is going to be 16, so for the soldier class is the last time. After that, you store your levels until she does a class change. Every level's 4, you get yourself a free attribute point, so put your Constitution at 17. One more level, which is 18, and then we'll get the strength. Awareness for skills, as for feats itself. So we have some good choices. So for now, what we're going to do is dual strike. So if Handmaiden and another party member attacks the same target, she gets a +2 bonus to hit, which is very good. From this point on, you're a Jedi Guardian. In this case, a Jedi Dark Guardian. So character level 17, we're at Jedi Guardian level 1. So after all the influence works, you just convert her into a Jedi. So put your skills for awareness. As for feats, we get a whole bunch of them. Ignore the economy strike. That's more of a unarmed move or so. Now, Jedi defense. This is one that helps you with blaster deflection. Really helpful. Force jump. Later on, that does some damage when you jump to a target quicker. Jedi sense, this boosts up your defense as well. So now we're Jedi, so let's go ahead and start building her up. Now, weapon focus lightsaber, we want to get that first. +1 attack bonus with lightsabers. Works with dual, I just think, Darth Maul style ones, which is the dual-bladed lightsabers, too. That's also for 2-weapon fighting. She gets some dark side powers. First, where we get fear. That's just a single target to lock things down, and of course drain life, so she'll be able to heal herself by taking life from someone else. There's resistance involved in that too, same thing as fear with that as well. That's about it for this level. Now Handmaiden is going to be character level 18, Jedi Guardian level 2, so let's go ahead and put her more further in Path of the Dark Side. Awareness, it'll be at 20, which is good. Feats, let's go ahead and do that. Force sensitivity, that is 40 free force points for her. So that is great news indeed. So that's what we want. So now we're going to go ahead and work on, you guessed it, weapon specialization lightsabers. So add +2 damage bonus with lightsabers because of that feat, which is a good thing. And if you have lightsaber each hand, that's +2 in each hand. Now what we're going to do is horror. So this way she locks down all targets. They'll be in fear. This way she'll beat the living crap out of them easier. And that's about it for this level. Now, Handmaiden is going to be character level 19, Jedi Guardian level 3 as well. So let's go ahead and get her that. As for skills, awareness, that's the only thing we could do. That's all right. As for feats itself, let's see here. We got the lightsabers out of the way. That is done. We got the toughness. So let's go ahead and grab this regenerate force points. So when she starts to use force points more often than not, you get some of those force points back in between combat or so. Now for power, she has 1, so let's go ahead and do the insanity line. So insanity, it's hard to resist. There's some foes immune to it, but it locks everybody down. They'll be crazy, holding their heads. You kill them easier. Now, Handmaiden is going to be character level 20. Every level's a 4. You get yourself a free attribute point. Jedi Guardian level 4 as well, or Dark Jedi Guardian. Let's go ahead and put our point in the Constitution. Now she has 18 Constitution. For the rest of this build, we're going to focus on strength. Reason being is, we're going to get her DPS really up there. As for skills, awareness, that's the only thing we can really do since she's a Jedi Guardian. As for powers, okay, so now we get to start on shock. So shock does a single target, 6 points of damage per character level. Real nice. We're going to start on that line and get some damage for her going as well. Now, for the next set of levels, level 21 to 30. So if you did know EXP Mind Farming Trick or Korriban Secret Tomb Trick for EXP, well, this is the legit way. Otherwise, progress forward. For skills, for awareness for level 21. Now, let's go ahead and get some feats. Where we got lightsabers, that's done. That's out of the way. And now we're going to go ahead and get the other one, which is improve dual strike. So when Handmaiden and someone else attack the same target, Handmaiden gets a +4 bonus to hit on the target itself, which is good. So let's go ahead and get force powers. And let's see here. What we'll get is force lightning. It's the frontal arc damage. Every foe in front of you suffers 1 to 6 points of damage per level. Now we'll get Handmaiden to Jedi Guardian level 6. Character level, you guessed it, 22. Now we get improved force jump. We'll explain a little bit about that. So what that does is +2 attack, +2 damage when you jump to your target as a bonus. Force Storm AoE force damaging attack. It does 1 to 6 points of damage per character level. Really powerful stuff. Now for Handmaiden, we character level 23. Jedi Guardian, you guessed it, 7. So we're getting close to getting things done. Awareness, we're going to put points in. Hit OK. As for feats itself, so we're going to get the last one, which is Master Dual Strike, I believe it was. Let's make sure we get that. There you go. That means when Handmaiden and someone else attack the same target, Handmaiden gets +6 bonus to hit. Really powerful stuff there. So we got Force Lightning. Now we get Burst of Speed. This gives you +2 defense, and your movement speed is double, which is very good. We're going to focus on that next. Now, Handmaiden is going to be character level 24, Jedi Guardian level 8. Every level's a 4. Character levels wise, you get yourself a free attribute point. Now, start putting your points into strength. So the rest of this build is going to be all strength. So she's going to have some good strength out there. As for skills, put point in awareness, and there you go. As for powers, let's go ahead and select that. Now, Night Speed, she gets an extra attack per round for defense, and still the double movement speed. It's a self buff, and for her dark side usage, and with universal powers, really useful to abuse. Yeah, she gets to bully people, which is great news indeed. So let's go ahead. I forgot to review the. Let's talk about that. The feat, yeah, the Jedi jump one, and that's +2 attack bonus and damage when you jump to opponent. Now we get Handmaiden to character level 25, Jedi Guardian level 9. Skills awareness, that's the only thing we could do, so we're stuck there. As for feats itself, so let's go ahead and get some things done. And let's see here. Yeah, we got that one. We got that one done. Yeah, always check everything over. And now we're going to go ahead and grab, you guessed it. I believe it should be here somewhere. Yeah, let's see here. We got those. Yeah, critical strikes. So the threat roll instead of 20 is now 19 to 20 for critical hits. Defense is -5. However, if you stun your targets, they're stunned. This way you get some free hits against them, which is a good thing. We're giving Handmaiden some options. That's what we do for this build. Now, Master Speed is she gets 2 attacks per round, 4 defense, and still the double the movement speed. So those 2 attacks per round are really important for her. So let's go ahead and select that, and that's it. Now, Handmaiden is going to be character level 26, so she's doing good, progressing well. We're ignoring the unarmed specialist. Let's go ahead and do awareness. And there you go. And as for powers, we're in now start on some dark side ones. Some serious business. Death Field AoE Life Stealer, so 1 to 4 points per damage, life taken from foes per level. Really good stuff. Now we get Handmaiden to character level 27, Jedi Guardian 11, or Dark Jedi Guardian if you want to go that path. Awareness, we'll put 1 point there. Let's see what else. As for feats, let's go ahead and do is improve critical strike. So our threat range is now 18 to 20. So 18 to 20 will get a critical hit automatically, -5 defense. And if they fail their saves, they get stunned. Free damage. Know the lightsaber stances, experiment those yourself. So this way you see which was best for which situation. Let's go ahead and check at this time. Let's see here. I have some good choices. I'm going to try to go down. And yeah, take your time picking. So let's get some dark side powers. Now, Force Scream is 3 to 18 points of damage sonic. -2 attribute points if resisted. No attribute points stolen, and the damage is half. By the way, that Force Scream is AoE only on organics. So next up is character level 28. Every level so 4, you get yourself a free attribute point. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's select that strength. Skills, let's do awareness. And the Master Force Jump is +4 damage and attack when you attack your target you're jumping to. Let's go ahead and now pick his improved Force Scream, 5 to 30 points of damage. 4 attribute points unless resisted is gone on your foes. It's an AoE attack against organics. Now we get character level 29, Jedi Guardian 13. Skills, that's awareness. Yeah, +1 on that. As for feats itself, yeah, let's go ahead and do a Master Critical Strike. So threat range is now 17 to 20 to roll a critical hit. Let's see here, -5 defense, and of course, you can stun your foes. Another lightsaber stance. Master Force Screen, 7 to 42 points of damage against organics. you scream in front of, -6 attribute points unless resisted, and then damage is half as well if they resist. Now we get character level 30, aka Jedi Guardian 14. So this is the soft cap for the game if you did not do any tricks. Ignore the unarmed specialist. Awareness 32. As for powers, force channel. This will regenerate force points as well. Now we're going to go ahead and select some moves. What we're going to do is force push. We push a foe down. They'll be knocked down. One foe. This way it'll be easier to other things as well. As for feats, the Master Jedi, I think force jump is +4 attack and damage, I said before, just reminding everyone. And there's your ability to regenerate force points out of combat, which is good. Now, for this next section, we're doing level 31 to 40. That means you did the EXP mind farming trick or the secret tomb one. First of all, let's do 31 with awareness for the skill. As for feats itself, let's see here. Yeah, double check to make sure you do get everything. So we got the feats. Let's go ahead and do his weapon focus melee weapons. So if we're still unlucky with lightsabers, we get +1 attack bonus with melee weapons, which is a good thing. As for powers, we're still getting more dark side powers. But for now, we'll just go with force whirlwind. Now it's a stronger version of force push them back. This way your allies can attack the target much more easier. Now, Handmaiden is going to be Jedi Guardian 16, character level 32. So every level is 4, you get yourself a free attribute point. So let's go ahead and do strength. Yeah, for the rest of the time, I said before, we're putting points into strength. Awareness 34, that's the only thing we could do. As for powers, let's do his force wave. So you push a whole bunch of foes back. They get incapacitated for 6 seconds. Enough time for Atten to blast them to death while you watch. Now we get Handmaiden, you guessed it, to character level 33. That's Jedi Guardian level 17. Now it's going to overlap the soldier level. So awareness, that's the one thing we could do. As for feats, let's go ahead and do weapon specialization, which is, you guessed it, melee weapons. So +2 bonus damage with melee weapons. We're still unlucky not getting a lightsaber. Well, we got our backup. So as for powers itself, so let's go down. Now we get some good selections. So let's see here what we do want. Just check over everything. And we're going to go ahead and do his force suppression. Gets rid of tier 1, tier 2 force buffs on your foe. So buff it again. By the time that happens, they die. Now we get character level 34, Jedi Guardian 18. Unless you want to go Dark Jedi Guardian, you want to say that, that's fine as well. Ignore the unarmed specialist. We're not fist fighters. Point awareness. Let's see here. As for powers, let's go ahead and look. Now, Force Breach get rid of all buffs big time, including the Prestige class ones. By the time you get rid of their buffs, what happens is they have to buff it again, they die after you hit them a few times with melee weapons or lightsabers. Now we get character level 35, Jedi Guardian level 19. So let's go ahead and do it. As for skills, let's go ahead and do awareness 37. Let's hit that. And now let's go on down the list. So we got ourselves melee weapons, so we could just get anything else of the matter. We got ourselves all the feats. We could beat the crap out of foes. And now I'm going to go ahead and do his, let's see here. There's some good choices. Yeah, take your time on this, seriously. And I'm going to go ahead and select, Advanced Jedi Defense. We get +3 bonus for deflecting blaster shots. Great with lightsabers, so that's why we're going to go ahead and select that. And that should definitely do it. We're going to work towards that feat tree, so don't panic at all. As for powers, let's see here. We get to go ahead and finish up some dark side powers because I felt like it's a good idea to do so. And if I want to, I get some buffs as well later on down the line. Force Drain drains 10 force points from a single target, so if you need some force points, it's good to use this. Remember, if foes can resist that, you get 5 if that happens. And that's about it for this level. Now, for the next part, we're going to level up, you guessed it, our Jedi Guardian to level 20, character level 36. So every level's a 4 character levels, you get yourself a free attribute point. Put your points into strength, so by the time this is all over, it'll be 21 strength. We'll even it out with items and such. Put your point in awareness. As for powers, let's go ahead and check this out. Improve force drains like this. You get 20 force points from a foe. If they have a will save they resist, they only get 10. And definitely remember, you cannot draw more force points than your opponent has in total or something like that. Still, it's good to have force points to steal from. Now we're going to get character level 37, Jedi Guardian level 21, or Dark Jedi Guardian. You want to go that route. So let's go to skills. That's awareness, and that's easy. Okay, and feats. Oh, right, everyone. So we got all the combat feats. We got all the weapon feats we want. We got all defense, but we'll get this one. Master Jedi Defense. You get +6 bonus to all deflection rolls. So if you use a lightsaber, that'll help you out greatly. Now we'll get his powers. So let's go ahead and do this Master Drain Force. This will do as an AoE attack. Drains all force from the enemies around you. That's 30 force points. Or if they resist, that's half. So this is very good if you're really desperate for force points. So let's go ahead and select that. We'll get a few dark side powers and we'll work our way towards some universal and such. Now Handmaiden's character level 38, so we're almost finishing up the 30s. Let's go ahead and do that. Ignore the unarmed specialist. We're not fist fighters. Put a point in awareness. Let's go ahead and select that. As for powers, let's see here. Okay, we got all the good ones. Let's go ahead and grab his this one. Slow does is wait. Let's go ahead and talk about wound instead. Wound does is removes about your foe's hit points by 2/3 of the attacker character level. It's a single target, but it's very powerful and very abusive. So if you want to choke someone, that's a good way to go. Now we're at character level 39, so let's go ahead and get our Jedi Guardian 23. Awareness. We're over 40, so this is good news. As for feats, let's see here. Okay, at this time, we're probably going to have to start getting other feats, like, for example, certain character ones. So let's go ahead and select. Let's see here. Or I say skills. Empathy, this will give us +1 points in awareness. That's what we want. So we'll do some levels with that. That's the only thing we could actually do. As for powers, let's see here. So let's go ahead and do the other one. Choke. Now this is a more powerful version than the previous one. So when you attack a target, you're stunning them, inflicting 2/3 of your character's levels against them. And they get -4 penalty to Constitution, Dexterity, and Strength. Now, if they resist it, nothing happens to them. Now we get character level 40. Every level is 4. Once again, get yourself a free attribute point. That's Dark Jedi Guardian 24. Yeah, I caught myself on that. Put your point into strength. So it'll be 19 strength. Don't worry about it. We'll get more strength. Let's see here. Awareness, we'll get that to 42. Powers. Now we get is kill. Now kill is this. It drains half of your target's maximum vitality points. And plus they get, of course, there are some attributes lowered as well. And that's about it for this level. Now we're at level 41 to 50, this section. So we're starting off with character level 41, Dark Jedi Guardian 25. Let's do awareness. That's the only thing we could do. As for feats, improve empathy. So that'll give us +2 bonus for awareness. That's what we're really going for. And at this point, we're really running out of reasons to get feats besides the ones for the skills, because we got almost every single feat in the entire game that is definitely required. And let's go ahead and do powers. Let's look at this really quickly. Now, slow. It's a dark side power. It's a single target. The foe gets -2 penalty defense, reflex save, and attack rolls. And they move very slowly. Enough for you to use your force speed, go around and beat the living crap out of them. Now we get to character level 42. So we're getting closer to 50. 50 is the hardcore cap. Ignore unarmed specialists. We're not into that. Let's go ahead and do awareness. After that, powers. Let's see here. Now, affliction is this. Our foes are poison. And when they are poisoned, they lose 7 points of physical attributes. Yeah, they lose that. And they're also slowed down as well. They can resist that. Now we get to character level 43, Dark Jedi Guardian 27. So Handmaiden's really doing bad things thanks to you. Awareness, let's go ahead and do that. As for feats, master empathy. So that gives you +3 skill points in awareness. That's the only thing we could really do at this time. Yeah, seriously, after that, it's going to be hard to pick some feats because you already got the ones you want. Now, plague is devastating. Not only your foes poison, they cannot resist this. And they lose 12 physical attribute points, which is good. Now we're at character level 44. Every level's a 4. You get yourself a free attribute point. So one of the last 2. Jedi Guardian level 28. So we're going to go ahead and do a strength at 20. We'll get to 21 by this time this build's over with. As for skills, awareness, let's go ahead and do that. As for powers, so we got all the dark side powers basically, so we just go ahead and do anything what we need. I'm going to go ahead and select his Force Valor. I was about to do Force Valor. We're really stuck with light side powers, but we'll do this one first. Energy resistance. First 6 points of damage get shaved off. Universal Force Power. It's a self buff for yourself. Now we're at character level 45. Dark Jedi Guardian 29. Yeah, I'm going back and forth between that. Skills, awareness. We're almost get to 50, so that's good news. As for feats, let's see here. So at this time, you could pick the duelist one if you want to. You could pick anything else. I'm going to be blunt. Yeah, we got all the available feats I feel like that are useful at this time for this build, so that's good news. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick, let's see here. Yeah, at this point, pick anything random. You can even work on your blaster feats or anything like that if you want to, but I'm going to go ahead and do duelist just for fun, but we're focused on dual wielding or two weapon fighting. Now we get improved energy. Everybody gets this. First 12 points of elemental damage get shaved off, so it's a bonus for you and your party. Now we get ourselves to character level, you guessed it, 46. Jedi Guardian 30. Ignore the unarmed specialist. We're not in a fist fighting. Awareness 48. Master energy resistance. 20 points of elemental damage get shaved off. Everybody could benefit from that. Now we get our character Handmaiden to, you guessed it, to 47. That is Jedi Guardian 31. Awareness. Let's go ahead and select that. As for feats, yeah, just pick any feats you want. I'm going to go ahead and do improved dueling in case I only find one lightsaber or so. And this gives you a +2 attack if you hold in both hands, or you decide to go fist fighting. That's good as well. And also defense if you go that route, but we're dual wielding, but we're just running out of feats to get at this point. So as for force powers, we got this one, so I'm going to go ahead and select this baby here. Battle meditation. Everybody gets +2 attack rolls, +2 damage, and +2 will saves. And regenerating vitality points as well, so we'll get her on that path. Now we get Handmaiden to character level 48, Jedi Guardian 32. This is the last time to get yourself an attribute point for free. So we'll do strength 21. You're saying that's uneven. Well, items, bonuses, you name it, will definitely get her even up. We'll do awareness. That's at 50, so we're golden there. So let's see here. Okay, we get more force powers. It's going to be hard to choose. Oh yeah, improved battle meditation. You get the bonuses from the previous one. However, your foes get -2 attack rolls, -2 damage, -2 will saves when they get near you, which is a great thing. They suffer. You want them to suffer. Now we get ourselves to character level 49, Jedi Guardian 33, or Dark Jedi Guardian. So let's go ahead and do that. Skills, awareness, that's at 51. Feats at this point, let's go ahead and select the last one. Master dueling, so we'll now be able to either pick between holding one weapon in both hands or a weapon in each hand. So let's go with powers. Let's do his Master Battle Meditation. Now you get +4 attack rolls, damage, and will saves plus regeneration. Your foes, on the other hand, gets -4 attack rolls, -4 damage, and -4 will saves so they get near you. Great party favor. So let's go ahead and select that, and that should be it for this level. Now we're at character level 50, Jedi Guardian 34. It's the last time to get some skill points you get to pick, and powers as well. Let's do awareness. That's very easy. Powers. Let's go ahead and select. See which one I'm going to select. It should be down there. And let's do lightsaber throw. Throw lightsaber. Just pick that one. And that should do it for Handmaiden leveling up to 50. For the next part of this build video is suggested party members. Now for influence, if you max out Handmaiden's influence, she becomes a Jedi Guardian. And if you go full dark side, she's maxed out as well as there. You get your wisdom added to your defense. Plus you get some strength. For party members, she works great with Atten. No matter what. Baldur, he's alright. But if he's a crafter, leave him behind. Matador is great with her during a dark side playthrough. As for Akira, yeah, they work together great, especially if your main character is a, for example, Sith Marauder. This is good for example, just like Kira, using force powers. Hanar is a great team up with Handmaiden since it's a dark side build. T3M4 is more like used for some things, but you leave the little droid behind. KotOR is okay, but you leave him behind as well. If you want to bring a droid for a dark side playthrough, HK47 is the best. So if you're a Force user, your main character, then you pick Handmaiden and of course Atten. If you're like, for example, a melee fighter, then Kira and Handmaiden if you want to go that route. Next part is build videos, gear advice. As I always say for my KotOR 2 builds is this. Now for the most part, drops in this game, including gear and weapons and such, are random on generation, RNG. So for example, if you land on Telos first time at level 10, all the equipment will be around level 10. So if you get to Dantooine on level 50, there'll be 30 to 35 for the gear. Now I'm going to go ahead and suggest some equipment, including lightsabers as well, and plus upgrades. If you cannot find what's on the list, go ahead and get something else that's similar to it. So let's go ahead and start with the gear that you could equip first. Now, for implants, you want is physical boost D package, plus 3 strength, constitution, dex. All 3 are good for you. Requires 18 constitution to use. Handmaiden has that. If you cannot find those, look for a lower version of these. Headgear, Arcanian, blinders, plus 1 defense. Damage immunity is 10% versus fire. Immune to the following: stun, fear, and horror. If you cannot find a headgear above, look for something similar to it that has dexterity or definitely immunities. Now, for the hands, aka gloves, Dominator gauntlets, plus 5 strength. If you cannot find any of those, or your main character is using it, sell for any lower strength ones. Arms and shields, Vertpine prototype shield, absorbs the following for 170 points total. Energy, sonic, cold, heat, and electric. Look for melee shields as well. Let's move on to the next one. For belts, G and S strength enhancer. This gives you plus 4 strength. If you cannot find any belt like that, look for any of them with strength in it. If you're really unlucky, RNG, I should say, messes with you, look for any resistant types. Now, if you're going to go the robe route, go for a Dark Jedi Master or Jedi Master robes. Either one will do, depends on your style. Upgrades to use: for the overlay, you want the armor plating overlay 4, plus 2 dex, plus 1 reflex saves, and plus 8 stealth. You're going for the dex and reflex. Requires 27 repair to craft, so your main character should do that. Environmental underlay, this is for the underlays. You want the 5 version, 30% versus cold and fire, plus resistance, shaves off first 10 points against cold and fire as well. Requires demolition at 26 to craft, so if someone with demolition on there, go for it. If you cannot find any robes above, look for strength ones that you definitely upgrade. If not, go for strength ones. Now, if you don't like the robes, go for armor that it allows you force powers. That is mainly light armor, Jal Shay, Mentor armor, Persuade plus 1, Charisma 4, Wisdom 1, and Defense 4. Now, for the upgrades, energy shielding 4, 30% versus energy, requires 30 demolition to craft. Now, for the underlay, you want the strengthening underlay 5. This is real good for Handmaiden for this build. Plus 3 strength and plus 3 constitution. Requires 29 treat injury to craft. If you cannot find an armor above, look for something similar to that. Let's go over to lightsabers. Now, lightsabers are different this time from, I should say, my Sith Marauder, since the fact I'm giving him the best ones. Ultima Pearl, if you find this one, gives you plus 2 energy damage. And when you do a critical hit, you add 1 to 6 critical damage on that. That's massive criticals. And also plus 3 attack as well. Barb Orb Ignat. Now this gives you 2 to 12 fire damage. You cannot find the 2 crystals above. Sell for one of the lower ones. And by the way, that is for the main hand. Forgot to mention that. Now for the offhand, let's go ahead and go over this. Arcanius Sapphire. This gives you keen, lowers your threat rolls, plus 1 dex, plus 2 strength, and plus 2 health regeneration. Ampari Crystal, plus 3 attack, and this also gives you 1 to 8 energy damage for the offhand. You cannot find those two crystals for the offhand. Sell for something else similar to that. For main hand and offhand lightsaber upgrades, here's the following. Energy cells, you want the ultimate lithium energy cell. 5 energy damage, requires 29 computer use to craft. Emitters, expert fencing's emitter, plus 5 defense bonus. 3 energy damage, requires 27 repair to craft, so your main character should craft that for Handmaiden. Lenses, Pontai lenses, plus 1 attack, 2 to 12 energy damage, requires 27 awareness to craft, so a Handmaiden could craft this for herself. That's about it for gear advice, plus also lightsaber advice. Next portion of this build video is combat and tactics. Now, as always, you want someone who's very high in force use powers, like for example Kira or Vissa, even I say your main character. Have them either buff you up or definitely use force powers to lock down your foes. Now we have Insanity on this foe. Just use Handmaiden, your Master Flurry, or Power Attack. Simple as that. If you need to buff yourself up, go ahead and definitely do so. You're having certain issues with certain foes, go ahead and use your either Force Lightning or the Plague Line. You can also choke them out as well. If you need force points, you could drain as well. Same thing as drain life. So either way, you're a frontline fighter. You always go in first with Handmaiden, and she will always kick some serious butt if you really know what you're doing. Definitely upgrade your lightsabers, or if you don't find any, melee weapons as well. Here are some final advice before I do end this Handmaiden Dark Side build video. So when you first start out, you can't find any lightsabers, and she's not a Jedi yet, so for melee weapons, make sure your party members definitely lock down your foes, like for example with Insanity and such. Take advantage of either Power Attack or Master Flurry if you want to get some critical hit action. Do that as well. If you need to clear some large foes, use Force Lightning or Force Scream. That is a good choice. If you need a heal and you don't have anyone that has heal, definitely use Death Field. That's very useful. You're, like I said before, you're a very powerful frontline fighter. You kick some serious butt, and you definitely own it. This is it from my Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 Handmaiden Dark Side build video. This is Lord Fat signing off. Thanks for watching, and have a great day or night, and do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more Star Wars content just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or YouTube's suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. May the Force be with you.